would love to talk about the Ignatian experience. Today's show is featuring a very special guest, Hunter Tyson. She is a sophomore attending St. Ignatius College Prep. She has interesting experience at St. Ignatius that she would like to talk about today. So, what exactly is your Ignatian experience?
Okay, so I am an Ignatian class of 2016, so I came here last year, and it's been kind of like a really different experience for me. It's not so much that I've grown in academic ways, because I'm like, I guess you could say used to this work, but it's more of like a change for myself. So when I was in 8th grade, it was really more about like having fun. For me, like, I really didn't think about world issues or anything like that. Like, I really was kind of sheltered from that world. So it all changed when I came to St. Ignatius.
So what exactly about your Ignatius experience has changed you?
Basically, it made me realize, like, that I actually really like talking about politics and, like, world issues. Like I said before, like, I never really thought about that stuff. So, yeah.
So, give me an example of something that you've learned regarding politics that you've liked since you've gotten to St. Ignatius.
Well, basically, the most simple thing was really what party I am, whether you're Republican or Democrat. Personally, I am a very liberal Democrat. And I guess I realized that through hearing some of the views of my classmates and me really thinking, wow, I really don't agree with that, and me just really deepening, my discovering that I really do like talking about politics, and it made me start thinking about really what stemmed all of this. Like, where do we get a Republican Party and a Democrat Party from? Like, where did that all stem? I really connected it with what connects everything, which is really the Bible. But yeah. The Bible really connects everything together, so I went back into the Bible, and I found out, that's probably where all this stuff comes from, like some passages.
The Bible, specifically the passages mentioned above, really set the basis for today's political world. You might wonder how. Well, a law is set in place most times for the greater good of all people. And where does that desire to do greater good for all come from? Morals, of course. And more times than not, Americans get those morals from the Bible, or any type of religion. Since the Bible is one of the most referenced books today, it only makes sense that it sets the basis for one of the most talked about topics of society today in America.
Those passages really, really do stem this whole thing, and it just made me think, okay, where does all this stuff come from? So yeah, that's really have been my Ignatian experience, and realizing that, like, since what I believe, there's something I can do about it. Like, now I volunteer at, homeless shelters and Misericordia. I'm on the junior board for Misericordia, which is basically a home that houses special needs people for little to no cost. So that's really big.
So you say that you've connected the political world with the Bible. Would you say that Jesus was more of a liberal or a conservative?
I'd say Jesus was both, but for the greater good of all humanity. He's more liberal than conservative because he firmly believed in helping the poor, making yourself equal to everyone, because we're all human beings, and he really affirmed that, like saying that you're a human being, so you should treat that other human being like they're a human being. There's some things where he's a little conservative, but I don't think at that time he was trying to be a conservative or he was trying to be a liberal. He was just being Jesus. So, I mean, because most of the differences, not most, but a lot of the big differences come from the Bible between a liberal and a conservative.
So is there anything else that's really shaped your St. Ignatius experience?
Of course, my friends, the new people that I've met there, the new teachers that I've been working with. I've never had a nun teacher in my life before, and I can honestly say she's the sweetest person I've ever met. My sister Zog, she teaches Integrated Science 1. And yeah, so that's just been a really new experience for me, and the new people I met there are so much different. Like when I was in 8th grade, I thought everyone was like the same. We kind of all acted the same. We really never found our identity in 8th grade, I think. So being around all these new different people has really shaped me as a person as well. So yeah.
Right now, we're going to show you a few pictures that go further in depth about Hunter's Ignatian experience. Thank you for listening to our program. Thank you to Hunter Tyson.
Thank you for having me.